Visit Allstate.com. Call an agent for a quote today.
Reported average annual savings from switching auto by new customers surveyed who saved with Allstate in 2019. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to the best of State of the Black Union. Now back to the conversation.
But I think the point that he made combined with Jamal's is one, we've got to go for economic power, not just personal money making. The fact of the matter is you can be the richest Negro in LA tonight and still get pulled over in Beverly Hills. So let's not act like just being on the fortune list excuses you from living in a racist society. Many of us are scared of white folks. Let's just admit that and deal with that. Now, how we deal with empowering ourselves is by building a collective wealth. The reason that what Johnson is doing is important is he's developing a wealth in our communities from coast to coast, not just making him some money. And to act like we ought to look up to some guy because they got money is ridiculous. We don't know who was the richest black guy in Atlanta in 1963, but we know who Dr. King was because he stood for something. So whoever got money doesn't mean they stand for something. And I think that is Jamal's point, is that we cannot excuse people just based on they appear successful. The fact of the matter is, yes, some of the rap and hip-hop artists are expressing our pain and we need to hear it. But some of those that are expressing our pain and won't condemn women and won't cuss can't get a contract because the record companies won't give them the contract. And we need to be real about that.
Obviously, there is this generation gap. And we're talking about the hip-hop culture that most of us don't understand. Every year at the Congressional Black Caucus, I make it a point to have a session based on the hip-hop generation in order to bridge the communication gap so that we can try and understand and know. In this audience today, we have a lot of wonderful people. Many of them are delegates from other places, many of them from the local area. For the last 5 days, I have been meeting with all of the former gang members, and hopeless young people in our community because we got a violence problem here. It's real. And on Wednesday, based on some of the recent work that we have been doing, we have agreed, we have a consensus among these young people that they have to really tell America what they want and who they are and how they're feeling. I agree that oftentimes they try to get our attention in very negative ways. And so we have agreed that on Wednesday, there is going to be a big press conference with maybe about 2,000 to 5,000 young people. They will have on
a ver si podemos arreglar esta situación, hermanos. Sabemos qué está pasando. Síganos informando, hermana Elda o hermana Jackie.
No, vaya a cerrar todo.
Tenemos que cerrar todo y volverlo a abrir. Si nos tienen un poquito de paciencia, por favor. Amén.